live. Okay, we're live on the YouTubes. Nice. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. So thanks everybody for joining us. We're live. We're developing film. Hit me up. Sound off in the chat where you guys are at. Yeah, we're just trying to pick what film we're going to do. Here's another 24 exposure Kodak Max something. Oh, here's a fun one. Let's see what this one is. Ektar 100. Ektar 100. Why did I write PP on this one, babe? You did the Ektar. It says PP.
Me.
I don't know why I wrote PP on it. But that one might be fun to do. That one's definitely a Sayers roll. And then what? Did we take boudoir shots? I don't remember doing that. Okay, we're not doing that one live then. Okay, we'll save that one. God, I thought I had a lot more to choose from. Oh, we got some Lomo Metropolis. We can do that. What's up, everybody? Grain Rot, how you doing? We could do some Lomo Metro if we want to be metrosexuals. Hey, Mingo. By the way, I was thinking, if we are gonna, if we are gonna splash around, I mean, like I defer to wherever you guys think is best. And it doesn't even have to be the weekend. Sarah just has to use up PTO before the July 4th weekend. So, I mean, I don't know how flexible your schedule is, but anyway. What's up in the Czech Republic? Not plot of something, whatever the heck that name is. It's a... Okay, we got so many of these Kodak random ones. What's in this black one? Okay, and another Fuji 400. Okay, there we go. Okay, that's what we're going to do. 2 Fuji 400s and a Lomo Metro. Which means I have to crack this one open. These plastic 2-piece shells. I hate these things, but it's whatever. It's the end shitification of the world. Like, we can't have nice metal shells like this anymore. We got to have plastic crap. Everything is plastic slop, even our film stuff. So, but, it's whatever. It's the nature of the beast. You gotta drive down prices. It's a race to the bottom. That's what the world's all about. Can I gift you a Dora Goodman pinhole camera? I have no idea what that is, but go ahead. My P.O. box is on my website. You can find it on the About Me or
P.O. Box 251.
P.O. Box 251, Ingram, Texas 78025. So if you want to send me fan mail or cash or, your mom's credit card number, ayo, feel free. Okay, and then the Ektar. I'm just putting all the spare stuff over there, and then we're going to get this loaded up. I already got the chems heated up. And hopefully we're going to do a couple rounds of this. I also have this, some 110, but we're not doing that right now. We'll do that later. And we do have some 120, but we're going to get the 35 mil out of the way. So let's put all this back in the bag. And then we'll choose again next time. So how we doing? We all just sitting here looking at me. Appreciate you guys. First stream. Yeah, don't sleep trough. Don't sleep through the stream, baby. I mean, I hope it's exciting. Okay, we're gonna get started. First thing, since I like to reuse my cans for bulk loading, I'm gonna try to get the liter out of these. I don't think I can do that with the plastic ones though. It never seems to work. Anyway, thanks for hanging out, guys. In other news, I have finished ripping all my library DVDs.
36 exposure 135 film cartridges exposed in a Lomo Kino and then developed and then splice it to 100 feet of Lomo Kino reel attached to a core.
I have no idea what you're asking, Multivision. Chat, help them out. Help them out, chat. There we go. That should work.
Is the stream so quiet for someone
Got it.
else?
What, am I not loud enough? Is that what you guys are saying? That's set to normal. That's set to normal too. I mean, I don't know. Am I too quiet, guys? You guys have your phones cranked up? You guys have your volume turned down? Everything's, I have no like quietness turned down on any of my things. It's really quiet. Okay, well, what the heck? What am I, What do you expect me to do about it? God. Maybe it's, oh, I think I know.
I packed all my camera gear for my vacation yesterday and I wonder how I'm gonna get there because I packed like 10 kilograms of equipment. Speak up, please.
Okay, how about now? Is that better, guys? I forgot. I turned down the gain on the
I'm
GoPro.
talking about my ideas.
Bruh, I'm talking about my ideas. It's okay. I'm sorry. I gotta entertain the chat. I can't just like go down whatever rabbit hole you're doing. Let's see. If I turn 36 exposure film cartridges exposed in I have no idea what a Lomokino is, then develop, then splice it to 100 feet of Lomokino reel attached to a core. No, I have no idea what you're trying to accomplish, so I can't give you advice either way. But I appreciate
Sheesh, that's
the
not
mad
loud.
scientist stuff.
Oh, okay, now it's loud and clear.
Thank you.
Better.
Nice. I fixed. Problem fixed. It's not a Nick stream if there isn't some technical difficulties. Hey, okay, we got that one. Now, I don't think I'm going to be able to do it, but I'm going to try and use the film leader retriever on this plastic one. That never really works for me. These are a newfangled contraption, these plastic ones. Oh, and it's loaded fat. Do you remember what you shot with the Lomo Metro, babe? You don't remember? I think I'm going to crack it open.
Have you tried the new Ilford color film?
Oh, no, I had it in.
You think that was eerie?
I think maybe the end of it is eerie.
The new Ilford color film, you guys talking about the Phoenix 2? If that's what you're asking about, then no, I have not shot Phoenix 2.
I think it looks good.
Well, I think all film looks the same. People always ask me what's my favorite film. I just tell them whatever's cheapest. I don't think there's any point in trying to get Portra or any of the fancy schmancy stuff. Anyway, I usually use a Patterson tank, but we're using this Chinese contraption made by the guys at Takumi Darkroom, THD. It's like a Jobo ripoff. It's like a Temu Jobo. So we're gonna load up into there. Works great. If you want to know all my thoughts on it, I have a long form video about this and the accompanying processor. And it's got the Jobo style reels. There we go. Now it's locked in. So we're gonna get this loaded up. If you wanna know my thoughts on the processor and everything, I have a long video about it. If you wanna buy one, there's links all over the place on this stream. And if you wanna buy film or any analog fun stuff from Reflex Labs, which is who sent me this thing, go ahead and use promo code LoPro for 5% off anything at reflexlab.com. And I think there's only one R only one E in Reflex Lab. It's like REFLX, I think, something like funny like that. Put your thing in that bag or the tank. What are you talking about, man? Anyway, what are you guys up to? What's the latest camera obsession you have? What are you losing sleep over?
There is a hand crank cinema camera released in 2011 by LoMographic. It's cheaper because it takes 36 exposure film cartridges.
Oh, I had no idea. Never heard of the thing. I'm a newbie when it comes to film stuff, guys. I've only been doing film stuff since 2021. This is when I started my film guy journey. Even though I am onto photography film, what about it? Yes, I am onto, I'm into, I'm all about it, but it only goes so far. I don't think there's anything special about film photography as opposed to digital. You know, it's fun to do. It's neat, but I don't think there's anything objectively better about it, you know.
Wide Lux 6 and it's amazing.
Oh, you got the new wide Lux? Or is that the old one? I don't know.
I'm learning to shoot vintage glass on a Nikon 1D2.
I never remember how to crack open these plastic ones. So here's to hoping I don't ruin the shots. Sarah's shots. There we go. Okay. Cracked her open. Okay, so we're going to be loading up the Metro first. I know you guys can't see what I'm doing. If I put the camera in there, it would you know, it would ruin the film, but it's whatever. Now I'm cutting the tip of said Lomo Metro that Sarah definitely shot in her Olympus Mu 1, which is the only 35mm camera we brought on a month-long trip all the way up to New York and back. We both brought one though. We both had an Olympus Mu 1. We're lucky, we're blessed. I bought her one for like her birthday or for Christmas. For like, you know, about normal eBay rate. I got a good deal, but then we found one at an estate sale for like $15. I think it was like $15 or $12. So blessed, so lucky. But it doesn't rival the deal we got for her Mu 2, which ended up kicking the bucket. It still kind of works, but it's just gimping along. We got her a Mu 2 for $5 at an antique store in town. And it's funny because it's one of those real curated antique bougie places.
Apparently they changed owners. That's why it's so different now.
Ah,
That's what your mom
the
said.
place changed owners. That's why it's super bougie. From the 60s, antique store
using
find.
bleach bypass on old films.
Maybe one day, man. I don't have any, well, I guess I could. I have fixers, so yeah, I just don't use Blix. One day I'll try that, but for now, it's funny you mentioned that. We're loading up some Lomo Metro, which has a baked-in bleach bypass look to it. You know, that's what it's trying to emulate without having to bypass the bleach. Going to shoot my first color roll on vacation. Nice. That sounds fun. You know, go ham. Get some cheap color film. Your first color film should not be Portra. You know, unless you ask the people at Rochester, then they'll say Portra all day. Most beautiful film. Nobody can have film like this. Puppy, you choking? Puppy's chewing on his horny boo.
But I am interested in motion picture film and hacking stuff.
I like hacking stuff too.
Flex RX7 camera and check Pomapan film. Very nicey. Then developed it using check Pomapan.
Okay, that's one roll down, guys. I got it all loaded up. Now I got to open the tank.
On check Pomapan paper and paper chemistry.
There we go.
Open the pictures for taking on my trip to Czech Republic.
Check, check, check. Check, check, check. Microphone, what is this? Everyone's talking about Czech Republic, Czechoslovakia, check this, check that, check Fomapan. I love Fomapan. Fomapan's great, even though a lot of people got upset about my whole Borat impression, film people, Fomapan thing. No, not a lot of people, only a couple people got upset about it.
It is Kodak Color Plus because I can't develop it because I have only black and white developer.
Ah, well you get some C41 stuff, baby. You know, go ham. Color Plus is fun. I've only shot like one roll of it. Checkmate. What's up, Cup of Joe? How you doing? By the way, guys, if you like the content I put out, the #1 way to support me is to go to madebylopro.com and give as little as $1 per month. You get a lot of cool perks like a handwritten Christmas card no matter where you are in this world. You get to skip to the front of the line of my photo critique live streams and, you know, free Lightroom presets and stuff like that. If you donate at least $5 per month, then you get all my Lightroom presets that are currently available for no additional charge. And, you know, then I'll like you more because $5 is 5 times as many as $1. But anyway, that's the best way to support me. Feel free to donate in the chat if you want to have that little shout out and make me notice you. But right now, I just got my hands in a dark bag, and there's nothing more exciting than seeing somebody with their hands in the bag. You know, put the fries in the bag, put the film in the tank. That's what I'm doing, guys. Just epic Unk crash out live stream. I went into this with no plan. I usually don't have a plan for a live stream other than just talk a lot and develop film or critique pictures. Anyway, checkmate, regular Cup of Joe. How you guys doing? Thanks for joining us on Instagram and the YouTube. If you're thinking of getting any cool, affordable analog stuff or film or cameras or whatever from Reflex Labs, who supplied the film processor for today's episode, check out the links in the description and all over the place. 5% off with promo code LoPro. Doing some internet begging out here, guys. Hands in the bag, bag on lap, nothing sus looking. It's not on the lap, it's on a coffee table actually. It's just I got a big sack, guys. It's covering the whole table. I thought I'd get an eye roll from Sarah, but she's too busy working.
I'm not listening to you.
I know you're not. That's why I just said you're too busy working. Okay, guys, that's roll number 2. We got one more. Hopefully, I don't get too sweaty before I get everything loaded up. Loaded up. The whole reason I'm doing this today is I was just talking to my good buddy Mingo Grainrot, great photographer out of Austin, Texas, and just telling him how much film I have to process from this trip we just did, and been too lazy to get around to it. You know, he's been going nutso, developing like 20 rolls in a day. So he made me feel lazy. So here I am, getting to it, getting after it. So one more roll left. We got a roll of Fuji. By the way, guys, if you're ever loading up multiple rolls at the same time inside of your dark bag, it's good standard practice to after you get one on the reel, go ahead and open your tank and put it in there and then put the lid back on the tank. Because, you know, say somebody busts down your door and you got to defend yourself, or there's a fire or something happens, you get a phone call you got to take, you can just rip your arms out of the dark bag and, you know, the reel you already loaded up is already in the tank. You know, if you got all 3 reels, all 5 reels or whatever, just spooled up but laying around willy-nilly in the bag, you know, bing bong, you're going to ruin all of them if an emergency pops up. So that's one little pro tip for you. Just the tip from Nick LoPresti.
Going to shoot some 120 film with my 5.6C.
That sounds fun. I've never used a Kiev, but you know, I got a couple of Russian cameras. They haven't failed me yet. Puppy, you are going to town on that horn. Puppy's got a, I don't know what it is. It's like a, you know, an animal horn. He's had it for years too. Very durable. Give him a, it stinks, but you know, those rawhides and bones and stuff, they cost a lot of money, and then some dogs will just chew them right up. But this bone has been very durable. So we're blessed to have a dog that doesn't wreck his teeth on some cow horn. That's right, our dog's not vegan, guys. I'm sorry. Sorry to tell you. Sorry to break it to you. He's all natural. Anyway, what else is going on? Kiev 120 film. That's like the Russian Hasselblad, right? Or is that the one that is like an SLR, just like an upsized giganto SLR looking thing? Is that the one? I don't even know. If Alexander Just was here, he would tell me. He knows everything about every camera that's ever been made. Okay, last roll in my hands. Didn't even break a sweat. Last roll in there. Okay. Now I can start migrating stuff over to the kitchen. I can bring you guys with me because you're on a GoPro. Get this stuff out of the dark bag. If you leave me now, you take away the biggest part of me. Ooh. Yes, you do, Alex. Name one camera you don't already know about. I think you'd be hard pressed to tell Alexander about a camera he's never heard of. Okay, there we go.
That video that you're supposed to be doing a year ago.
Oh, the Cameradactyl Master System. Yeah, I should have came out with that video like...
No, I'm saying Alex doesn't know much about it.
Yeah, you don't know much about this camera. There you go. There's one camera Alexander isn't too well versed on. Okay, guys, it's time to start moving gear out to the developing station.
The tank, it is a copy of Pentagon 6 from Germany.
What he said? My grandma calls it the tank. It's a copy of a Pentagon. I don't know what a Pentagon is. I know what a pentagram is because there's a lot of evil in this world, unfortunately. Okay, here I'll show you guys what we're working with. Now I got to come back and grab that light. So, oh, my mom came home, so we're going to get to bug her with the live stream, guys. Okay, this is the setup. This is the film processor that you can buy at the link on the screen and down in the description. This is the THD CPLift Rotary Darkroom processor. And first thing we're going to want to do is get the tank up to temperature. So I'm going to go ahead and just plug it in here without any water or nothing. Let's see. We got a click. And now we can just lower it into the bath and temper the tank with, we're going to put low speed on and we're just going to go ahead and start it rotating. So that way, you know, when we actually do start processing, there won't be any thermal shock or drop in temperature if the tank's already, you know, up to temp. So we got that going. Now what do we got to do? I got to grab my light and I got to grab my spare phone so I can keep track of development times. And I got to bring batteries for the GoPro. I got to bring my little plug so I can keep things topped off with power. This is a very power hungry operation, guys. You have no idea. Okay, and I'm going to bring my little light so that we can have a modicum of professionalism and production value on this live stream today. I appreciate you guys sticking with me. Hopefully, you know, we get no more technical difficulties. You know, knock on wood. There we go. Let's get out. Oh, and I'm gonna need the Magic Arm GoPro mount so I don't have to hold the GoPro the whole dang time. Okay, taking over the kitchen. I should have started this morning so that I'd be halfway done by now. One more thing to grab. 3 trips, third time's the charm to get everything we need. You guys can say hi to Puppy. There's Walker. He's a little puppy terrorist. Get you guys plugged in on that. And there we go. Now I got like a selfie stick thing going on. Okie dokie. So see, this thing's just spinning away. You know, it's just doing its thing. Okay. Get you guys attached to the sink. Maybe I don't even need that light. The lighting looks fine right now. When I do these things late at night, then that's when, come on. That's when the lighting usually gets bad. Yeah, I'll get this light out of here. Who needs that? Just another thing cluttering up the space. Put it over here in case I change my mind. Okay, so next thing is, let me get the chat talking to me again. Cribs, LoPresti addiction. Yeah, exactly. Imagine if LoPresti got a low taper fade. I don't even know what a low taper fade is, guys. I'm not really big on style. How we doing? We're doing good. What's up, everybody? What's up, Sky? How you doing? Okay, let's get all sorted. Because everything I do is sorted. I'm just a sorted individual. Okay, get this one plugged in because this one's low. And what I do to keep track of my development times is I use the Massive Dev Chart. It's an app. You can also just access it on the internet for free. It's mostly for black and white processing, but I have like a little pre-programmed thing to keep track of all my timing for a C41. So let me get that pulled up. Is that when yeah, that's when I mixed it. Okay. And it's just got several timers. It's got 4.5 minutes for development. That's because it's broken into 2 parts because I always do a 1 minute pre-wash with just warm water. So that's the 1 minute. And then Cinestill recommends a minute, 3.5 minutes for development for inversions. And I do the same thing for this rotary stuff. And then 8 minutes on the fixing timer, which is really the blitzing timer. And that's pretty much it. Okay. So let's get to it. Let's get some Massive Dev Chart costs money for me, so I use Devit. Sorted or sorted? I mean, it was kind of a play on words. That was the whole point. Anyway, we're gonna get some 102 degrees water to pour into the tank. We're gonna try to. I don't really have a temperature regulated faucet. I just have to try and get it as close as I can. We're at 91, 92, 93.
I bought an original Diana to take some pics on my holiday next week, but the lens is kind of foggy, sadly.
Aw, foggy lens.
Way to polish it.
I hate foggy lenses, guys. But it works out sometimes. Sometimes you get a dreamy aesthetic you could have never otherwise gotten. I need a little I need an extra little thing. Here's my development cabinet. That's where I keep all my spare Patterson tanks. Because I'm big timing. Hey. Let's see if this fits under here. There we go. Now, in case we have an overpour, we got this thing to catch it instead of getting water all over all my stuff. Yesterday, I developed my first roll of film. Hell yeah, congratulations. It was from my grandpa. I was able to recover a couple of images from over 30 years. Dude, that's awesome. That's heartwarming. Okay, so this is what I'm trying to do. Right now it's reading 95. I need to get this up to 102. So we're going to keep this cranking. $97, 8.
I'm happy all my lenses are in good condition.
Now it's a little too far over. So we're going to dump some out. Dump some more out. I always try and be as consistent as I can with temperatures. So now I'm going to lower it a bit. Now 101.5. 101.5. Welcome to Nick FM. Hi, Mom. How you doing?
Hey, good afternoon.
How was Bible study?
Bible study was good, and then I went and had lunch with Aunt Cynthia.
Well, that's nice.
Film development. Hypothetically, if I have come into the possession of 10 packs of Polaroid PM70
Whatever,
and
that's fine.
Spectra film but don't have a working Polaroid, where might one dispose of these for financial benefit?
eBay. Just sell things on eBay. Or
I
sell,
have that exact same faucet.
I don't know. What, you got the Pfister faucet?
No sous vide.
Whatever, this is close enough. We're at 103.1.
She just got the exact same bottle.
Yeah, someone's got your same Pfister faucet. Okay, guys, so I'm going to pour in the water. That's the fun thing about this. You can just let it keep rotating and just add chemicals and liquids. So I'm going to hit start on my timer. No sous vide because this thing has a built-in heating element. That's what's cool about it. I got a whole new setup. Go watch my video on this thing. It's the THD Darkroom, THD semi-auto, THD CPLift.
I have a master's proposal
Bing bong.
in a few hours.
Anyway.
But Nick, developing film is pretty important.
Thank you. Just gonna pour this in until it starts back spouting a bit. There we go. Okay. Now we're getting it up to temp. So, one thing I'm going to need to do is measure out how much dev I'm going to put in there. That's one thing I don't like about this system. What I really need to do is just, because I have like about a half a liter in this of developer, I really need to only put in about as much as this can take. You need about 330 milliliters, I think it says. So I'm going to go ahead and measure that out in one of these. It's probably going to drop in temp when I do that, so I should probably temper the tube while I'm going. We're going to go a little bit over on the minute-long water bath thing while I measure out my developer. Tempering my tube. I'm getting my tube a little warm with water on the outside so I don't drop temperature too much. But whatever, it's going to happen. You know, you can only be as professional as you can be. So, where's the milliliters over here? There we go. 350. We'll go about to 350. You know what? I think I could have just poured this whole thing in. I'm an idiot. But let's go ahead and dump out the water. See, that's what's cool about this thing. You can let it just keep on spinning while you pour water in and out and whatnot. There you go. There's the pre-wash. So, I got my developer. It's a little dark. Hopefully it works good. We'll see. I'm just going to start pouring it in, I guess. Let's go for it.
Grainy Days takes his film to a lab, I bet.
Yes, he does. I don't think Grainy Days processes his own film, which ain't that big of a deal, you know. if you got money and you got Squarespace money, go for it. I mean, I'd probably pay somebody else to do it if I could afford it. You know, if you want me to be able to pay somebody to process my film.
Circuit bent cameras?
Yes, I've heard of circuit bent cameras. If you want to see me go on cool vlog adventures instead of developing film like a total loser poor person, go ahead and donate at madebylopro.com. If you donate $1 a month, you get a lot of cool perks. But yeah, it must be nice to have all that Squarespace money. Okay, I just sped up
When
the
I wasn't
thing.
developing my own film, I gave a Ilford FP4 to a lab and they did it in color chemistry, so I came on purple and blank.
You got a blank purple roll. That sounds sad. Anyway, now the cool thing about this is I just get to sit around and be bored and answer questions for a little while. So, bing bong. And then when that's done, I'll go ahead and dump this back into here.
Labs were originally a way to get pinpoint chem, time, temps, etc. Hey Nick, you are looking good. You hitting the gym. Sadly today it's not the case.
I have not been hitting the gym. I've been working out at home like a poor person. Again, I developed my own film. You think I got money for a gym membership? I have thrift store weights, and I just work out in the room. Look, I do like Pilates, so. And yeah, I've heard of circuit bent stuff. That seems fun. So now we're just going until this gets to 3.5 minutes. A lot of people say when you're doing a rotary processing, you should subtract like 15% time as opposed to doing inversion processing, which is when you just have the tank and you do this every minute, you know. But I'm just letting it go. I'd rather be overdeveloped than underdeveloped, you know. But do I look underdeveloped to
I
you?
need your help. Should I get a Mamiya M645 or save up for a Sony A7E? Just bench press the washer.
That's what I should do, Cuppa Joe. I don't know, dude. I mean, if you want to be able to do video and stuff, I mean, medium format is cool, but it's kind of a waste of money, as is all film. I use a Sony A7 III to film all my videos. You're not looking at me through an A7 III right now. This is a GoPro. Actually, it's a DJI GoPro, but yeah. I mean, maybe get a digital camera first, I guess. Might be the best course of action. Okay, we got half a minute left, 30 seconds, and I'm going to dump this out and then put it into the jug over here. But yeah, that's probably what I would do. A7 III was the first nice camera I ever bought.
What's your opinion on the THD processor?
It's nice, but there's 5 things I don't like about it. If you want to know those 5 things, go ahead and check out my long form video all about it. It's one of my more recent long form videos. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, and dump time. There we go. I mean, hopefully these come out. I mean, this developer's pretty dark. Look at
That's
this.
one heck of a rig. What do you think about this versus the Ago film processor?
I've never used the Ago, but the Ago doesn't have actual heating element,
What
so.
is the best 35mm film camera you own? Shoot a ton of digital then move to film. I made the expense mistake of starting on film.
The best film camera I own? Let me think about that for a minute, but I don't know. Probably the Weathermatic. It's probably the best one I own. Okay, I got all the developer out of there. So now I'm going to pour that into this jug here. So check me out. And then put this back in there to stay hot. Put the cap back on it. And then put it back into the water bath to stay warm. Now I got to get the Blix ready. And I need about 330 milliliters of Blix. So I'm going to go ahead and measure that out. I should have probably had all this. See, this is my problem. I should only have as much can fit in there. So that's one thing I don't like about this, is it's tedious. When you're doing just manual hand inversion processing, you can see when it's about full and you can just stop pouring. But with this, I have to pre-measure stuff out. So that's one thing I don't like about using this thing, but that's it's not really a judgment of this processor. It's more of a judgment of rotary processing as a whole. But that's just me. Some people probably love it. And I'm trying to learn to love it. I mean, just seeing if there's anything left in there and it looks good. So now I'm gonna put this here to catch anything that might backflow, because that's one thing I didn't even mention in the video. Sometimes you could be pouring a perfect amount in here and it will still backflow. So I'm gonna just go ahead, get my timer ready, put this up to full speed, and let's go. It's time for fixing. Oh, see that? For some reason, a little bit of Blix is coming out. Maybe I should be rotating it on a slower speed while I pour it in there. There we go. Now I turn it back up. Let's see if this will go in now. Okay, there we go. So now we got 8 minutes of just watching this thing. And one thing I hate about it is how noisy it is. So it's quiet when it goes this way, and then listen to it when it comes back. See what I mean? It's definitely noisier when it rotates that other way, when it does the backspin thing, but you know, it's not the end of the world. I mean, if you want to develop right next to your sleeping family, then maybe it's a problem, but you know, then you're giving everybody film chemical cancer anyway, so it's whatever. It's not great for live stream audio, that's for sure. Now it's cleaning up because I use the same stuff to pour from one thing into the other, so since I just had Blix all over this stuff, I mean, I guess it's going to have Blix on it again before we're done, so whatever. Got to clean it up. And hopefully these pictures come out good, because that developer definitely looked pretty oxygenated, pretty oxidized, even though I've only used it once, I think, for one cycle. So, I don't know.
I developed some color film today. Forgot my cam was from January. I only remembered after pouring it in. Decided to go for 5 meters 30 for push plus one with little hope of anything, but they came out.
Hey, hell yeah.
I'm honestly impressed of the longevity of C41 cam.
Okay, well hopefully these pictures come out good, guys. Keep your fingers crossed. Let's keep this phone topped off. So yeah, that's it. We're just chilling, waiting for this to spin. So I guess I can just reflect on life. That's the fun thing about this thing. It does the work for you, so you don't have to. Yeah, got a lot on my plate, doing videos, just being a chill guy. That's what I try to do. It's hot out here in Texas, so I'm wishing we had a pool. We could go out to the swimming hole, but the water's kind of low. Yeah. I fixed my mother's mower. I'm pretty happy about that. It's working. All I had to do is change the spark plugs and charge the battery. I might go take it for a spin soon. I'm worried about my sourdough starter. Last couple of times it hasn't lifted too much, but it's got bubbles in there, so I neglected it for about a week at room temp. So hopefully I didn't kill it. Yeah.
I am thinking about both buying some black and white film.
Go for it.
Well, a bit thin and very magenta, but nothing that not correctable in NLP with a good scanning light, aka an enlarger light.
Well, hell yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's not like I get great development results all the time, but Negative Lab Pro knows what to do with it. It thinks for me, so I don't have to. Because you guys know I don't want to think. I say, shoot more, think less. That's my motto. Shoot and have fun. But I do a bunch of wacky stuff that makes me think, you know. I got a few projects I want to do, but I got some other real life stuff in the way. I got a bunch of old 4x5 film packs, which is different than pack film. It's like a 4x5 size negative. It's like a 4x5 negative in this one thing that can hold like 16 shots. And I have a whole pile of them that I got from Mingo Grain Rot in Austin. And I want to mess around with those. But I think the sheets are slightly bigger than normal 4x5 film, so I don't think they'll fit in a normal 4x5 film developing tank. So I might have to do tray development, but I'm kind of putting that off because I actually have some gig work, some client work that I have to do. So what am I doing? I'm wasting time developing film. I'm great at doing the fun, you know, not very challenging things like developing film. It's pretty easy. I just get to live stream and have fun and not really think too much. It's more manual labor than anything. It's a good Zen thing, but it's a great excuse to procrastinate doing stuff that actually takes your brain and flexing of your creative muscle. I have a gig I have to do where it involves illustration, so I'm putting that off as much as I can, but I really got to get back to it after I'm done developing all this film. And I think the only reason Sarah's letting me procrastinate that gig is because this is all her film I'm developing. So of course she wants to see her pictures, you know. That's how you keep your woman happy. Let her shoot as much film as she wants and then develop it for her. And then that makes up for everything you do wrong. Declan is extremely briefly joining the chat. Oh, how's it going, Declan? I was thinking about 50 meters of Fomapan 200 says not plod, whatever. Can't go wrong with Fomapan. I don't know how much 50 meters is though. That's like a communist unit of measurement. So I buy 100 feet at a time of black and white stuff. I actually have 100 feet of XX that I want to put in the bulk loader and start shooting. Plus I just had Cat Labs send me 10 rolls of their brand new Cat Labs X320 Pro, which I can't wait to shoot. Thank you so much, Cat Labs. Go check it out, guys. But yeah. Oh shit, it's actually time for me to go stop and fix it. Hey. East German cameras like Praktica take photos while a nostalgic vibe. I recommend giving them a try. Well, I mean, is it the camera or is it the lens, you know? All that matters is your film stock and your lens when you're talking about analog photography, you know. As long as the camera opens and closes in time, that's all that matters. Okay, you're getting pretty close. Well, that's okay. You don't need to develop film all the time. You know, sometimes it's a bit of a chore. 30 seconds and it's time to dump this out. So here, I'll put you guys over here with a nice little view of this thing dumping. I'll put that there and dump it out. And I'm kind of working with this thing backwards just because I have this cabinet in the way. So if I had this tucked away all the way back there, I wouldn't be able to lift the film can all the way up. So 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, I hope that's all the Blix in there. Okay, let's pour this back into the Blix can. And then it's time to wash. Look at that, so easy peasy. I didn't have to agitate anything. Wow, I'm so blessed. Okay, let's bring you guys over here. And I could wash the thing while it's rotating on that thing, but you know, I think it's easy enough just to do this. Fill and empty it 10 times and we're good to go. So hit me up in the chat. What we got going on? I swear, tray dev is easy. So says you. But that's what I'm gonna have to, oh, look at that. There was so much Blix left in there. That's another thing I hate about this tank. It doesn't get everything out like a Patterson tank does. So, you know, some people like these Jobo tanks, and I don't know if this is indicative of what Jobo tanks do or what these knockoff Jobo tanks do from Takumi Darkroom. But it seems like there's always a little bit of chemical left behind, a little bit too much. There's one, here's two. Still a little bit pink. I usually do it 7 times. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to do tray dev with that, look up 4x5 film packs. Like, I have a few of Tri-X 320. And it's like, it's the size of about the size of like a 4x5 film holder. And it holds 16 shots of 4x5 negatives, which is nuts. And it's got like paper pull tabs that you pull out. There's like 5. So I'm looking forward to doing, and it's all super expired film. So that'll be a fun video. I also have some 1938 expired 4x5 film, which might be my Halloween special. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but for the past 2 years, I've developed a very old film for Halloween. Last year it was that 1946 expired X-ray film, and then the year before that it was some 1952.
Milky Way with film. How sensitive is film?
And then this last year, or 2024, it was 1952 expired Kodak Eastman Super XX black and white motion picture film. So this year, maybe for Halloween, I'll do some 1938 expired stuff. And yeah, you can photograph the Milky Way with film. Film comes in a variety of different sensitivities. But as far as color film, the most sensitive color film is only 800 ISO right now. So you're definitely going to be limited by that. And unless you have a tracking setup, you're going to get a lot of star trails. Which, you know, I think is cooler because I'm not really into the whole astro thing. Like, you know, it's neat, but stars without context, it's just like, okay, so this is just something from NASA. Who cares, you know?
I like the video with the X-ray film.
Thank you. Yeah, I like that one too. Everybody likes it. That's my most viewed episode. I'm very blessed. It's almost got like 250,000 views, so it's pretty nice. Which has translated to almost $1,000 on the ad revenue since October. Since October. Well, I guess since November, since it came out on the last day of October. October. Who is your daddy and what does he do? It's a Duma. Okay.
That video was dope.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for saying thank you. I appreciate it, NS Kaskar. Whoa. Dumped out all the film. Hey, looks like I got frame lines. So there you go. It's time to do some photo flow, okay? And I'm running low on this jug of photo flow I got, but I got a whole other bottle somewhere. I'm not sure where I put it, but we'll find it when I need it. And to do photo flow, you usually just put a drop or 2 in and then fill the thing up with distilled water, but I like to save as much distilled water as I can because I don't make my own. I just buy it. So what I do is I do 1 roll at a time with the photo flow. So let me get all my super hard water off of there. Put this 1 roll back in the tank. And then see, this thing's, I still probably got like a dozen more development cycles out of this thing because this is how much I use. Okay? Just a few drops is all you need. It's a surfactant. It breaks up the surface tension. And then I grab my store-bought distilled water and pour in just enough to submerge that 1 roll of film. There we go. And now I'll use that water, that same bit of water, for all 3 rolls, one after the other. You know, it takes a little bit longer, but then I'm saving on distilled water. So let me get my 30-second timer going. And then just swish it around a bit. And then it's time to reveal it to the world. And hopefully I got good pictures. Hopefully I got good pictures. Anyway, hello Brazil, how's it going? Thank you all the international people, wherever you are. Sound off where you're at in this international world, this globalist elite agenda world. You know, where are you guys at? Are you guys... You can boil it and then have it condense on a surface and then just drip down.
I am back and I have a new profile. I found some 500T film at a local camera shop. Other than the developer machine, how much does the chemicals cost?
Look it up. I get Cinestill.
But they are sold out.
I get Cinestill Chemicals CS41. It's about $30 for a, for a 1 liter pack. Okay, there's one roll. It's got a bunch of suds on it because I agitated. A lot of people say don't agitate when you're using photo flow, but I say to them it's fun to knock the suds off.
By distilling in law.
Okay, and now I'm putting the other one in, and now we can crack this open and take a look at it. Let me, here, I'll give you guys the POV view. There we go. Let you guys be blinded by the light, revved up like a douche, another roller has a fight, however that song goes. Okay, and we got some Lomo Metropolis. Look at that, we got pictures. Looks like we got plenty of density. Yeah, looks good. We got pictures from Berryville and the Catskills of New York. So, bing bong. Let me spin you guys back around. There you go. Hi, how's it going, Internet? I'm Nick. Okay, got that off there. And now we got to go hang this up in the room to let it dry. I should really have like a temporary staging area here to hang things up, so I don't have, so I can just hang them up there and then take them all at once. I don't know. But that's too convenient. That's too well thought out. That's not what this channel's about, guys. This channel's about doing things the hard way. That's why we shoot film, right? Okay, and this little IV bag looking thing, IV bag holder looking thing, that's where I hang up my film. I got it at a vintage store in Austin, Texas called Far Out. If you're ever in the area, I suggest you check it out. It actually is a pretty far out store. Far out, man. Your Lomo Metro looks good, babe. There we go. That's one roll up. Now we just got to do that 2 more times, and then I can get back to, loading film up and do it all over again. So if you're in it for the long haul, stick around. We're going to develop more film after this. So let's get to it. What did I miss on the chat? Just one more day. One more day of what? I wish I was able to develop 2. Finally, my Patterson tank arrives after a month. Wow, dude. Well, congratulations. Welcome. Welcome to the fun time. Where's my timer app? Here we go. No. Okay. Start. Now I'll shake this one around for 30 seconds, and then we'll do this whole thing over again. Well, congratulations. Welcome to the fold.
You could bring it in the kitchen and load the film.
It's not on wheels. It's not really an IV hanger. I don't know what it's for. It's like a weird hat rack thing or something. I'm not sure what it was originally intended for. It's not on wheels. But it kind of looks like an IV hanger thing. Maybe it is an IV hanger thing. Maybe it's for like, a whole, I can hang up over 10 rolls on that thing. So that's a lot of IV bags. Stop. Okay. That's roll number 2. Let's get this one desudsed. And let's see what's on this one.
Anyone have tips for buying expired Polaroid film? Specifically the film that you'd pull apart. I forget the name of it.
Pull apart film, pack film. That's what you call it. You call it FP100C, or if you get the black and white stuff, it's 100B. I have no tips for buying that stuff. Just be ready to spend a lot of money. That's my tip for that. Or get it from a Brooklyn film camera and be ready to spend even more money. Okay, so here we go. This one looks,
These all mine?
They want
I don't know
$10
yet.
for a roll of the 500T.
maybe. This looks like more yellow spring, maybe? Or, I don't know. Can't really tell where.
We found 2 Patterson's tanks in our basement, one for 235 millimeters and the other for 120 millimeters.
Yeah, this is definitely a schmoopy roll. Looks like this is a long Route 66. Some cool stuff.
The ketchup bottle.
The giant ketchup bottle, yeah. Okay. Yeah, did you hang it up? Sarah has decided to hang this one up, so everybody say thank you, Sarah, for hanging up the roll. By the way, go check out the pictures I took of Sarah and put on Instagram today. 4x5 film, very exciting, very cool stuff.
Side of things, how are you getting work? As in, how are you finding it for your area?
I used to go to the Chamber of Commerce. I don't do that anymore.
Had films full of light leaks, thanks God it only cost a cent per pick.
Hey, well there you go. Hopefully, light leaks are easy to fix, dude. Just some, some foam that you can cut and put into those little gaps. Some felt stuff, you can do that. But getting client work, I don't even know how I got hooked up with the Parks and Recs department, but I do a lot of gigs for them. And then, yeah, I got a couple of gigs from the Chamber of Commerce, but that didn't really pan out into a lot of repeat work, so I quit paying my dues and going. But that's another thing you can do. Just go get yourself out there, just go shake hands, meet people, you can have the best like Instagram and everything, but if you don't actually go like talk to people in real life, you're just, people want to know you. People want to give you the sniff test, So you better put on some deodorant. Okay, back to the light. Here we go. Let's check this roll out. Here we go. Pull it all off. Let's see if we got anything cool. Let's see.
Not hate the camera. It's my film. It's actually 35 millimeters cut in half to go in a Minolta 16. It fits nicely when nicely cut. Not the case today, lol.
Well, we got pictures, guys. We got a cool Super 8 sign there. That's the real dark one. The real thin neg right there. Got some cool stuff. This is another Sarah roll. You can tell because the pictures look good. So, bing bong. Let me get this in my mouth. And let's go hang it up. Come on, guys, let's go. Hey. Here we go. Sorry for the Okay. Here we go. Let's hang this thing up. What we're going to need to do, I cut this one too close to the frame line. That's one problem when you try to save. So look at that. I cut this one out of the can and it's right up. There's no frame line on this edge. I cut just the tip of that one off. So damage the frame. What you got to do is I take 2 clips and I clip them on the sprocket holes. And since I don't want to twist the film, I just, do the same thing on both sides. So that it ends up looking like that. You see what I mean? And then I can just let that dangle. Dangle dingle. Okay, let's go clean up the kitchen a bit, and then it's time to do some more film, because that's another thing I don't like about this rotary processor is, it doesn't make sense to set the whole thing up and go through the whole rigmarole just to process one set of film. So, now I'm locked in and I have to do more. So let's clean this stuff up, and I'm gonna have to dry off those rolls. No problem. I don't even remember what I said. So it must have been good, eh? Okay. And yeah, I only have one set of these reels, so I'm gonna have to dry them off somehow before I get everything in there. I might have to whip out the hair dryer. Because I don't want to get into the dark bag with wet reels. It's going to be a nightmare. Bing bong. The rest of it can be wet, that's fine. But I should at least knock it off a bit. Okay, let's get some stuff back into the room. Got all this, might as well put this together. This is, you know, it's not always glamorous. It's not always, look at my photos and I'm on a travel vlog shooting Portrait 800 in the Pacific Northwest. It's also getting your hands wet and doing the dirty work, you know. I don't want to see your dirty work. Oh no. Is that how that song goes? I don't want to do your dirty work. Oh yeah. Okay, so we got this. We can go back there where everything else is. Oh, I should probably grab my charger so that the camera doesn't die and the live stream keeps going and everybody thinks I'm cool. Oh, and I should bring the phone because that's also vital to the live stream. Bing bong. So what else did I miss? Hey, what's up, Ram? By the way, how come you're ignoring with you and Mingo? Let's go splash, buddy. Let's figure it out. Let's plan a time, plan a day. Let's do the thing, do the dang thing. Okay, get this hooked back up so you guys got a good view. And is that looking good? Kind of good. Okay. Well, I appreciate you stopping in to say hello. I'm gonna get one more thing. See, it's always back and forth, back and forth. It's hectic in the LoPresti household, my friends. But that's the price of admission, you know. That's what you got to do. If you want to be good at something, you got to be willing to be a fool. You got to be willing to fail. So that's what we're up to today. Being willing to fail. Let's get the lights on. I should have never moved this to the kitchen. The kitchen has plenty of good light. But in here, it's a dark dungeon, dark dungeon.
Reminder to smash that like button.
Yeah, everybody, smash that like button. Lets me know that you like me. Ram, you ain't ready to go splashing?
Dare to be stupid.
Yeah, dare to be stupid. Exactly. What did you say? Rams, what ain't you ready for? What ain't you ready for, buddy? Okay. Put this here. Put that there. Now let's pick out 3 more rolls, guys. Let's do it all over again. Oh crap, I forgot I gotta dry these off first though. Because they're all wet. Maybe I can roll up wet.
Here in France. Just seeing you having multiple layers of cloth makes me sweat even more.
Yeah, I mean, wearing layers like this probably isn't smart. I'm in Texas and it's pretty hot. It was 90 degrees out the other day and you know, it's gotten even higher. Like 95, I think is the highest I've seen so far, maybe 98. Just trying to knock all the excess moisture off here, guys. Maybe that could be enough.
I'm probably not ready, but I'm down.
Not ready? Not ready for what? What do you got to be ready for, Ram? Like I'm just saying splash time, baby. That's just fun. I mean, you always got to be open and ready for fun, right? I mean, what else you got to do? You got to do your homework. You got to do some studying to go splash. I don't get it. Okay.
I've seen 104 today.
Dang, 104. What do we have? You know what? Maybe I should do some 120. What do you think, babe? Or should I stick? I'll stick to 35 for now. I'll do all the 120 later. Okay, there's the Ektar. We'll do that, and I just won't show everybody those pics because I'm a bad boy. Two of those. Yeah, there we go. That's what we're doing.
Dang.
Dang what? What's up, Ram? How you doing? You know what, guys? What I really want to do is I want to
Call me Big Splash.
Big Splash, what's up? Cannonball! You guys remember the blob from like summer camp? The big old freaking plastic bag. Big old like, you know, that would be floating on the swimming hole. And then you'd lay on it and some other kid would jump from like a diving board and hit it. And then it would like, and you'd go flying. Well, I was a fat kid, so when I did that, I would launch little skinny muffas, and then they would jump. Then another skinny guy from behind me in line would jump on it, and I would just go like, because I was a fat kid. So that's what you, whoa, a lot of that one came out. Look at that. That worked like a charm. I learned what I was doing wrong with this. So I would always yank it out, but apparently you just put it in. You put the first tab up, you spin this back away from you, it clicks, you spin it back a little bit, then you put up the second tab, and then you should just be able to gently pull those out, and it doesn't come out. See, well, I guess it doesn't work every time. Let's try it again. Spin it away from me, there's a click, spin it back that way a little bit, hold it in place, push this one up, a little more, and there we got it. Look at that. Wow, I'm becoming a real pro, guys. I could work at a film lab. Someone want to hire me? I'll do your social media. AKA, I'll do mine and I'll talk about the film lab. Let's see if I got it. No. They make these things so cheap, though, these film leader retrievers. Okay, twist it back towards me, just a little bit. I think I got it. No, dang, hopefully third time's the charm. Let's try and get this. Got it, okay. Look at that, third time's the charm, baby. We ain't cracking no cans today. I did. I got it out. You're too late. You're too late to give me advice. I already got it. Yeah. I mean, if I ever get enough success from this whole YouTube thing, I would love to start my own film lab just to develop my film for me. And, you know, you guys could support it by sending your film to me too. And I could pay somebody to play with film all day. And then, you know, I could still go in there and play with stuff whenever I wanted to do weird shit. But that would be the fun. But first, I would love to get successful enough to hire an editor. I know you guys.
Don't forget to like the live chat.
Yes, please, everybody like the stream. Go down there and click the like button. Like the stream. Let me know you like it. But anyway, I was about to say, I know you guys probably like the way I edit my videos, but it'd be a lot easier if all I had to do was like do my things, take pictures, do my weird experiments, and film it, and then let somebody else worry about the post-production, you know? But would that ruin it? Would that change it too much? So I've heard that trick. I've tried it myself, and it's never worked for me. This is the Takumi Home Darkroom combat tank. It's just it's a knockoff Jobo. It's a knockoff Jobo tank for rotary processing.
By working at a film lab, it's not economically viable alone today. You need a supplementary income. My workplace does it pick and prints, for example.
Ah, well, I already have supplementary income thanks to LoPresti Army. If you guys want to join LoPresti Army, there's a lot of perks. For as little as $1 a month, you get a handwritten Christmas card sent to you no matter where you are in this world. You get to skip to the front of the line in the photo critique live streams, which is a big deal because last two I've done, there's been over 100 submissions, and I barely got to any of the free submissions. What do I mean, film is fun. Digital is fun too. I like them both. They're both good for different things, you know. I have all the tanks in here. Okay, there's all that. Make sure I have everything set around. They're both good. I like them both equally. You know, a lot of people are very elitist about stuff. I try not to be. I think pictures are just as important whether they're digital or film. you know, which means not important at all. You're just pushing a button. A lot of people act like they're up on a high horse, super artiste just for being a photographer. Like, give me a break, you know? It ain't nothing. I know it's a skill. I know you're trying to have an eye, and there's a thing to taking a good photograph, but I mean, come on. I can't stand artsy-fartsy people. But that's just me, guys. So, we have
I know it's getting serious when the dark bag comes out. Let's go.
Yeah, hell yeah, Ram. By the way, Ram, if we do get to go splash, I meant it in that group chat. I've got more than enough underwater cameras for us all to have fun. Take splash time pictures. Zone focus splash time pictures even. I got a couple of Nikonuses. But I only think I have like one, maybe two lenses that work outside of the water. That's one weird thing about those professional underwater Nikon lenses, the Nikonos. A lot of them only work underwater. They can only focus underwater, but I think I have a couple. I think it's like I have a 35 mil and an 80 mil that can take sharp pictures out of the water. And I didn't know that the first time I brought it out, so I took a lot of pictures at the pool, you know, above water, and they were all blurry. And I was like, what, I'm really that bad at zone focusing? But no, I learned that it was a technical problem, not a me problem. So I'm not that bad. Okay, cutting the first roll, and there you go. Got one spooled up. It wasn't too bad, even though these are a little moist. They dried off enough. Get this one in the tank, and we'll go from there. Bing, 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 bong, bing, bong. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Let me know what camera or film obsession has got you going down a rabbit hole lately. What's got your little phototism wheels turning? What's your latest gear obsession? You know, we obsess about gear too much. I'm starting to get over it, but then somebody always finds a way to bring me back in. There's this guy that's jumped in my DMs that has promised me.
Guy who used portrait with a fixed focus point and shot camera. I asked him why portrait, and he said he heard good things about it.
Ooh, yeah, using a fixed focus point and shoot with portrait just seems like a waste of, you know, portrait. You know, you don't need that. I barely ever shoot portrait even with my nice cameras, like let alone putting it in a, you know, little, you know, non-disposable disposable. Oh yeah, so I was going down a rabbit hole. I was saying I've mostly gotten over gear acquisition syndrome, but then this guy jumps in my DMs and he keeps saying he wants to gift some stuff to the channel. I'm like, oh my God, you're bringing me back in. Now I want this stuff. So hopefully it's not a ruse. Hopefully I don't get kidnapped and murdered by this guy, but
Merch, guests, sponsorship, and large camera swap area.
somewhere, hey, somebody was just telling me I should do a LoPresti Festi. Yeah, that would be fun. How many of you guys would want to come meet me in Texas? Do like, you know, I could talk about what I do. You could watch me shoot photos somewhere.
Graphic with flash
You know,
bulbs.
I could look at your
Saw a
work.
Nikon cool scan
Could make a whole
for
weekend out of
$200
it.
on eBay recently. Guy said it didn't work, only for it to be a computer driver issue.
Hey, lucky you, man. But you hear that grain rot? You hear that, Mingo? Freaking somebody's talking about LoPresti Army Con. We should do that. We'll meet up at Chili's. We'll have a couple of triple dippers, maybe some margs, and we'll go walk around Austin or something. I don't know. We'll take pictures, and I'll act like big and important. I'll be like, so if you want to be good, you gotta take photos like this. Wow.
I'm loud, but I live in Czech Republic.
Aw. Yeah, I know it's hard. The only thing that gets Europeans over to America these days is the World Cup, eh? And everyone's like, wow, McDonald's is good. Did you guys hear about, what is it, Norway, babe? Or was it Finland that won't eat America food?
What do you think the future of film photography and motion picture film using in movies?
What do I think is the future of film photography and motion picture film in movies? Christopher Nolan. That seems to be the only future. He's the only guy really doing it big, right? He's making them make new IMAX cameras, so. Oof. Puppy, you tootin'? That's how you know Puppy is relaxed. He freaking hot boxes us with his butt. Ah. I can't stop breathing though. Ugh. Blech.
Yami and Sarah have to underwater point and shoots Pentax Optio W80.
Oh, you already got underwater cameras. Look at you. Ball Fest.
Maybe a LoPresti 50 state tour.
50 state tour, jeez.
Of all the foreigners enjoying cowboy hats and barbecue.
Yeah. I don't know about a 50 state tour. Oh my God. Okay, so luckily I've put the film. I haven't gotten all the film spooled up, but there's a problem. The GoPro's about to die.
What do you think about flip film?
So let me do this.
In Canada, but I think it's low quality stuff.
We charging? Should be charging. If I lose the camera, guys, we might lose visuals. Let's see. Fingers crossed that we don't lose visuals. Let me get the other battery set up. Okay. Ready. We're going to do a hot swap, battery hot swap. Hey, and we didn't lose picture. Battery, hot swap, turtle power. Okay, and now we should get audio back. Bing bong. Yeah, I had to unplug the mic to plug in the wall power so that I could hot swap the battery. I have to do that every stream because I'm a G. I just keep on talking and talking and talking. Okay, we got one more roll to spool up, and then it's back to the developments.
Titanic Jack's POV incoming if camera dies.
Titanic Jack's POV incoming if camera dies. Oh. No, we're fine. We lived. We made it. Roscoe P. Coltrane has a GoPro. I have a GoPro. I use a GoPro for my live streams. That's what you guys are looking at right now. Unless I'm just sitting at my desk in the live stream, like during the photo critiques, then I use my Sony a7 III, which puts out, I think, 720 in webcam mode. So, did you guys even notice it was low res? No, because who cares? Resolution is a scam. Nobody needs high res. Nobody needs HD. Come on, there we go. Yeah, it's going pretty quick. I'm going to be done with all of Sarah's film before the day's over, maybe. And then Sarah's going to be so happy she gets to see all her pictures. Thank you, Bad Engineering. Appreciate you. I haven't had one of these. I haven't had a goatee since, I don't know, before we moved here. Like since 2022, maybe. 2021, maybe even. I don't know.
Shooting some action and my friend asked me he cloud shit some photo, then he seen that you have to dial the settings manually and he said why bother when you have your phone.
I was shooting some action and my friend asked me.
Bud, what do you think about flick film? That shit is cheap in Canada, but I think it's low quality stuff.
I don't know, I've never used flick film. I don't know what to think about it, but I think it's the same stuff that any other respooler puts out. It's either Aero Color or Super Double X or not Super Double X, but just Double X or just whatever, you know, respooled vision film.
I have some 6 ISO flick I need to use.
Or it's super expired or weird duplication stuff, you know, print film. What, you had a goatee when you were into WWE? Well, hey, brother, we're going to develop some film. Okay, there we go. I got all the spools, all the reels, all the film spooled up, reeled up, rolled up. We got one roll of the new Ektar and 2 rolls of expired Kodak 400. So let's get it out of the bag. Make sure we're all put down. And we can get back out there, guys. Get back to it. I don't want to do your dirty work. Oh no. Let's see, what do I need? I guess I just need this and the chat phone. Here's the puppy. But before we go out there, let me show you guys something. So, which of these should I watch first? I already watched the 4 on the bottom, but here's everything we got from the library.
Are you going to use that dark dev again?
I might use the other dev just to keep it going. I don't know. But look, we got Case Histories. It's a BBC crime show. We got Stagecoach, the classic 1930s Western. We've got
What do you think of how much
Uninvited.
featuring for a 10-minute
It's a
documentary?
Criterion collection from
I've never seen how
1944.
Exeter looks.
We've got The Crying Game, the Comancheros with John Wayne. John Wayne. And Rebecca. Starman was fun. This had Jeff Bridges. Anyway, let me know which one you guys vote for. Comancheros, Case History, Stagecoach, Uninvited, The Crying Game, or Rebecca. What should we watch next? Let me know. Let me know down below. This is madebyLoPro.com. That's where you can donate if you guys like me. Prove you like me. Donate stuff. What do I think?
I just watched Rebecca for the first time. The only Hitchcock I hadn't seen yet.
Oh, it's a Hitchcock? Maybe I gotta watch that one. What do I think of FT? How much feet of film is needed for a 10-minute documentary? Depends on what
Western
format.
movies are
I
always
don't
my
know.
favorite to just have something on screen even if I am not watching it.
Yeah, Westerns are fun. I don't know. So 50 feet of Super 8. That's like what? That's like 3 minutes of footage, something like that, right? 50 feet of Super 8, but those frames are smaller. So what is it, like 100 feet of 16 mil would be 3 minutes? It depends on your frame rate, So I don't really know. How much do you get? Can you get 5 minutes out of 1,000 feet of 35 mil? Or do you need 400 feet?
Hello from Slovenia, Europe.
Hello, Slovenia. I am Nick. I am Nicholas. I am Nico. They call me Nico. Okay, let's put you guys right about there. So yeah,
I have a roll of expired Super 8. Is it any use?
I guess I'll just keep using this. It should be fine. Now I've done 6 rolls with that batch, I think. So it should be good for another go, at least. Let's check the temp of it.
Hey, I'm a bit late, but you talked about LoPro Army photo.
Low 420 says you want to go on the LoPro Army photo walk. I actually wanted to go to the US on vacation to take photos. Might be worth looking into trying to match those. Hey, well, okay. Well, maybe I'll put something together. This is exactly what Mingo is telling me I need to do. Ooh, there's an Amber Alert. Child abduction from Big Spring, Texas. I don't know where that is. Suspects are Stephen Rich. Audrey Rich is the 14-year-old white female. And Melissa Rich. So she's abducted by her parents. Free if you do it yourself. What's free? A good look at all the flick film I've shot. Granted, it's not the only rolls of Aurora. Okay. Let's get to it, guys. Let me measure the temp of this. But thank you. I appreciate the enthusiasm saying you'd want to meet up.
What chemistry are you using? I've been wanting to try out Aristis C41 kit.
I'm using the Cinestill kit.
They put in disposables. Low 420 want to use OT form some stills or something.
We're just taking the temp of the dev, make sure it's still good to go.
I found a Super 8 gamer at a flea market. The seller wanted $70, but it had really bad light seals.
Yeah, I wouldn't spend $70 on a Super 8, guys. Maybe for a top of the line something, but I don't know. Here we go, 102. 102 on the dot, guys. Who could be luckier than that? Bing bong. Wow. Wow. What'd you say? What do I do for a living? I do this, and it's not paying a living wage. With all the work I put into my channel, I'm definitely making less than minimum wage, but I'm working my way up, okay? I do get some gigs on the side, but even with that, I don't know if I'm at the poverty level. I'm like, I don't know what's the poverty level in America. Do I need to talk about money right now? Geez, hey, is the IRS watching? But yeah, I'm not making good money. So I appreciate everybody who's donating to Made by LoPro at madebyLoPro.com, all the LoPresti Army members.
£500 for the Super 8 camera, 2 lenses, the expired film, and an Ilford Sportmatic 120 camera. Only wanted the film, but turns out it's pretty. Nick lives his dream.
Bad engineering. Sounds like a good deal.
Still camera or SMTH would be quite easy.
Sounds like a good deal, bad engineering. But yeah, I'm living my dream, Roscoe. Who knew it would turn into a bit of a nightmare at times, but I'm getting to make stuff I want. And I thought, you know, after the last job I had, I was like, I don't ever want to work for somebody ever again. But turns out when you make YouTube videos, you guys are all my boss, you know? You guys decide what lives and dies on the platform. I guess really Mr. Google does. The algorithm determines how much stuff I get for the stuff I put out, but there's no fish in the percolator, okay? Is there such a thing as an 8mm still camera? Maybe Minox? I don't know if that's 8mm, might be. I don't know. Anyway, I'm just letting this come up to temp. I got to get the pre-wash ready. So I'm going to get some hot water. My favorite film director. I don't know if I have one. I'm not really that much of a film, like, you know, a film buff. So I don't really know. Now dance for my, yeah, exactly, Johnny Toledo. That's what I'm doing. I'm begging you guys on the internet as often as I can to join LoPresti Army, because for as little as $1 a month, you get a lot of cool perks, like handwritten Christmas cards and skipping to the front of the line of the photo critique live streams, merch discounts, and, you know, shout outs in my videos, and free Lightroom presets. You know, for as little as $1 a month, you can't beat that, right? And then for $5 a month, you get even more Lightroom presets for free. So I gotta say, that's a pretty good deal, because in the last few photo critique live streams, I couldn't get to everybody, no way, but I got to every single LoPresti Army member. So that's what I'm doing. I'm begging people all the time to join LoPresti Army, or to buy my stuff, or if somebody just wants to be my sugar daddy and give me a house, bing bong, I'll show you feet pics. How about that? It's a little too hot. I gotta cool this off. I'm just trying to get the right temperature of water for the pre-rinse. You always want to do a little pre-rinse to get any gunk off the film, any dyes that don't belong there. I don't know why I do it, but a lot of people say to do it, so I do it. It's reading 110 though. That's a little too hot. Oh, I got it on hold. That's why. I hit hold on my thermometer. I'm an idiot. Now it's dropping a little too fast. Thank you so much, I love fries. You love fries and my vids. I'm in good company. God, I'm as regarded well as French fries. Put the fries in the bag, put the film in the tank. That's what I'm trying to do, guys. Put the film in the tank. Welcome to the Nick Measures Water channel. Here, I'm going to move you guys down here so you get the action shot of me measuring the temperature of water. Wasting my well water, going fast, spending cash on film now. Okay, what are we at? 101.2.3. There we go. It's like only a degree too high. Only a degree too high. Okay, that should be good. Let's get the massive dev chart set up, and then we're about ready to rock and roll. Here, I'll put you guys over here in the fun zone. Welcome to the fun zone. What is it bad to change the ISO on camera that's not matching the film stock? Because then I mean, if you're shooting a 400 speed film and you have your camera set to 800, then that means you're underexposing your film by that much. You know, but that's fine. You can push film, you can compensate for that underexposure by developing it different. But if you change it all willy-nilly, then there's no way for you to get good results throughout the entire roll, no matter how you develop it. So you should, like, you can push film, which means underexposing it and overdeveloping it. Or you can pull film, which means overexposing it and underdeveloping it. But if you change it willy-nilly, then there's, you know, you're going to have a lot of underexposed or overexposed shots throughout your roll. So that's what happens. Anyway, let's go for it. So over here, this thing's spinning. I'm going to set it to, it's on low speed spinning, and I'm just going to pour this in and start my timer for 1 minute of pre-soak. So now we just got warm water spinning around in there, bringing the film up to temp, and it's going to get any nasty stuff off there that might have been on there from the factory. What'd you say? The Elmo 3600 album Super 8 camera has a button to take individual shots. Wow. Yeah, look at that. You could take a bunch of lo-fi shots. That's even cooler than shooting 110, aka 16 mil. You know, 110 cameras are just 16 mil stills camera, guys. So, the more you know.
This side towards screen 4553, that would take an age.
I know, it takes me forever even to get through one roll of half frame 35 mil.
Doing some calculations, you can fit anywhere from 3,500 to 4,000 pics on one roll LMAO.
That's a lot of pictures. Ugh, that would take forever to scan, right? Okay, here, I guess I'll let you guys see. Guess what color the film's gonna come out? I mean the water, the pre-wash. Guess what color it's gonna come out? Let's see. Set you guys up here. And let's dump it. Wow, it's gross. It's gross color.
I love putting the film in the tank. What camera are you streaming on? Moving it around so easy and wirelessly. And the quality looks great.
I'm streaming on a DJI Osmo Action 4. I'm pretty sure I have an affiliate link down in the description for whatever model is out now. I bought this thing back in 2024, so now there's like an Osmo 6,
Purple, blue, purple.
which has variable aperture. So, yeah, that was a pretty dark dump, eh, guys? That wasn't pee. I don't pee in my tank. Don't be gross, guys. This is a family channel. Okay, now we can put in the developer. I'm going to use the same developer I used last time because it's not a one-shot.
In Texas. Bank just messaged to say I was sending cash to Florida.
Well, I do. My company is based in Florida, so because I'm originally from Florida. Thank you so much. What did you just send me, dude? I appreciate you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, I'm gonna pour in some developer, and here I guess I'll give you guys the cool angle again, and
Pre-wash opposed to the pre-wash.
and I have this here to catch anything that might back pour out of there in case I pour in too much. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start pouring.
Nice, if I buy one, I'll make sure you get monies.
And then I'll put it up to the high speed. There we
I
go.
just signed up to LoPro Amy. Didn't realize I didn't need a PayPal.
Well, hell, thank you so much, Bad Engineering. Welcome aboard, soldier. Keep a lookout on your email inbox. I always send a welcome email to all new members with we verify your address for the handwritten Christmas card. I send you links to a link to a secret video.
Photogenic spot in Florida.
What else do I send? I send the free presets, and just it's a totally onboarding thing. Make sure I have the right shout out for your name in the videos. Alexander, what's the most photogenic spot in Florida? I mean, I don't know. The Stamp, Walmart, Yeehaw Junction, Oslo Middle School. How about that? That's where I tore my ACL when I was what was I? A sophomore? Was a junior? I forget. I think I was a junior. Hi, what's up, Turbo 420? You getting high real fast, eh? Getting high so fast, spending cash, buying ass. It's a showdown. But I don't know, Alexander, what the most photogenic spot in Florida would be. Probably the beach. Probably the Sebastian Inlet. I don't know. You know, I'm not a good photographer. I never Fort Drum. That's a fun place. I turbo. You turbo. We all turbo, guys. Anyway, so this is the boring part of it since I don't have to agitate it every time. I am 36.
I've been contemplating going to Flatus. Flights are only $190 from the UK. Go snorkeling off the Keys, see the space stuff, and maybe even Disney.
Hey, sounds fun, man.
But south of the border is fun.
Yeah, south of the border. That place is fun.
Dark bag to spool up my film. I've been doing it in the bathroom forever.
Whatever's cheap, man. Just make sure it doesn't have bad reviews. I don't know. I got one at an estate sale that's huge, so I don't know what brand it is. But hey, that sounds fun. I didn't know you could come to Florida from the UK for only 190 bucks. That's awesome. But yeah, I'm in Texas, but I'm from Florida. I don't remember ever going to Ocala. Orlando's fun. You can party hard in Orlando, guys. That's how I got this weird looking tooth. Partying a little too hard. You know, but I won't bore you guys with that story. I've probably already said it in a live stream before, so I'll let you guys scroll around for that. Doobity boop boop boo. So yeah, we got 15 seconds left, and then we can pour out the developer. So.
I hope I get good photos in Slovenia.
What is there to photograph in Slovenia? What's the most photographic spot in Slovenia?
I miss Texas.
What do you miss about Texas? Did you used to live here? Everybody says I look like Steve Buscemi. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'll take that as a compliment.
Rotary processing so I could sip Mountain Dew Baja Blast while I develop.
Well, it's the best.
What is the highest price you would pay for a 35mm camera?
Depends on the camera. Ocala is the horse capital of the world? I had no idea. The highest price I would pay for any camera when thrifting is however much that camera goes for parts on eBay. So if I buy a camera at a thrift store, I don't want to spend any more than the money I could make back from selling it for parts. Because if I bring it home and it doesn't work, I don't want to, be like, oh my God, it doesn't work. I'm, crap. I don't want to ever spend more than it goes for parts. And I have a whole reel about it.
When I was little, I lived in Dripping Springs. The weather was just nice and scenery was nice.
Okay, we're putting the Blix in now. So yeah, it depends on the camera how much I would spend on any thrift store camera, but
Just wanders into a thrift store, gets a contacts. For pennies.
you got one for pennies? Or you're just saying that's what you want to happen? But yeah, that's my golden rule. Don't spend any more on a camera at a thrift store than you can verify that you would be able to sell it for parts, so you're not going to lose money on it. And I put out a whole reel about that, and some people misunderstood me. They thought you spend that much and you're going to get a broken camera. Wah. They didn't really get what I was trying to say. So, but whatever. People misunderstand you on the internet all the time. Some people are jerks. One guy, this tin typist with 4,000 followers or whatever, he left a comment on Instagram saying imagine spending your life making videos like this. And I'm like, I didn't take it as a very wow, that's something you can aspire to. I think he was trying to dunk on me, he's a real artist because he takes tin types and does real work instead of doing Mr. Beastified film photography stuff,
3.5 macro,
Whatever.
51.4 and 28mm 3.5, all F mount pre-I, and a Nikkomat EL that fires but has leaky capacitors. €100 is a nice deal though. I feel like the price of parts cameras have gone up recently. I haven't found a good deal on a parts camera in a while.
Well, I'm never trying to buy parts cameras, but my whole spiel is that I'm not gonna you know, if I find a camera, say it's a freaking Leica, I'm not, even like say it's a Leica SL2, Leica Flex SL2, and I want to buy it, I won't buy it if the price they're asking for is more than how much it goes for parts on eBay. So, but yeah, I don't really go on eBay and like buy parts cameras. I don't really buy much on eBay at all.
Last deal I got was a freshly clawed AE1 for a tenner. Although just got a Nikon F301 and a load of lenses for a pint of beer.
Hey, that sounds good too, man. I have one guy that's jumped in my DM, says he wants to gift me a Pentax 6.7, and I think I'm gonna have to take him up on that. But I feel like it's like a white van with free candy written on it. Like I'm gonna get kidnapped and murdered, guys. So we'll see. Hopefully I survive this fan meetup. Yeah. He says he's local, but is he just a stalker? I don't know. But I should accept people's generosity.
Nick,
You
what
know.
is your deepest regret?
My deepest regret. Oh boy. I don't know. Probably starting a YouTube channel and trying to be an artist, and okay, probably going to college.
6-7.
Yeah,
Do
going
it.
to college is
You
probably
will
my
drop
biggest
off
regret.
flowers at your funeral.
Drop off flowers at your. You'll drop off. Okay, thank you. Yeah, we'll see if he actually delivers.
6-7.
Yeah, 6-7. So yeah, college is probably my biggest regret, wasting all that money and time, and then trying to be an artist after that, and trying to do YouTube. I should have just learned HVAC and saved money, and I'd have a house by now,
Wait some bit about it in the future. Lol. He wants you to hear that mirror slap from the 6-7 in your dreams.
Exactly. Aerochrome, I have a roll of it gifted to me by a fan. I haven't worked up the nerve to shoot it yet, so we'll see. Eventually I will, but I feel like I have to get the right filter. I don't have the right filter for it, and yeah, we'll go from there. But I feel like it's going to take me forever to shoot it whenever I do load it up, so I guess I should just get around to it. But then that camera is going to be my designated Aerochrome camera until I get it done. I got a lot of cool film I need to shoot. It's just hard to find the excuse to do it. I don't want to just waste it on random bull crap just for the content, That's just a waste of film. College is a scam. A degree today will get you nowhere. Yeah. Well, I didn't even get a degree, but even if I had, doesn't matter. Yeah, it was a scam. A Riva Zoom 10105i. Yeah, but I also would love to have a house and my own autonomy, like be able to do what I want with a place and not have to worry about stepping on eggshells, living at mom's house and all that. So, and I'd love to to be able to start a family with Sarah, but yeah. So I feel like I missed the boat. I feel like I'm just sometimes I feel like I'm wasting my life with this whole YouTube thing and doing what I love. Yeah, but at the same time it's selfish. What I'd love more is to start a family, have people I can take care of, and have real meaning to my life, because photography is kind of meaningless. We apply our own meaning to it. I love to take pictures of the people I love more than anything. Some great banger street photograph isn't going to mean anything to me. I'd rather actually leave a legacy behind, and what's a better legacy than a family, so. I feel like we put all this weight on being a big important artist and accomplishing things and hustling and getting money and achieving stuff people appreciate, but at the end of the day that pales in comparison to what my father and my grandfather did to start a family and to be a real man. Anyway, there's some real talk from Nick LoPresti. This side toward screen says, my brother bought a tote of film cameras from an auction, around 35 cameras. I would say 25 of them.
Appreciate all the videos.
Thank you so much, Skibbity. Yeah, appreciate you. Okay, so we got a minute and a half left of Blix, and then I'm pouring that out. Well, that sounds like a deal, this side toward screen. All those cameras for good condition. It's on a flea market and saw an Aerochrome. Some guys buy it right in front of you. Ooh, Dang, they beat you to it. That always happens. One time some ladies almost beat me to buying a Nikon F5, and I wish they had, because turns out it didn't work. You can learn more about that in my video all about how to thrift film cameras.
Just hide all your negatives in a storage unit so someone can profit from your work after you're long gone.
Yeah, that's what it's all about, right? Hey, Mom.
Hey, love.
Okay, we got less than a minute left of the Blix, then we're pouring that out, and then on to the next batch. Marathon live stream over here.
Trade for plumbing, electrical, AC, locksmith. I do a little bit of it all for my business.
Yeah, I should have learned a trade. I'd be rolling in it. But instead I had to be a photographer. So, bing bong.
Nick, have you done a zine?
No, I have not done a zine. I might have to.
Win the F5 eventually, or not.
Yeah, I got one eventually. So a nice fan sent one to me. A member of LoPresti Army sent me a Nikon F5. And so far I've only put like one test roll through it. Okay, and here we go. Blix out. Oh, jeez. I didn't know it did that.
How long are you gonna stream for?
I don't know. I might do another go, but let's see how I feel after I get this one hung up. Maybe I'll call it quits here and then just do the rest on my own time and call some buddies or something. If you guys want to keep me around, you know, what helps is donating at madebylopro.com. Or you can donate super chats too. That's always appreciated as well. Okay, here, I guess I can stop that. Get this running underwater.
Are there any cameras you currently would like to ever try?
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to use a wide lux, I guess. I'd love to shoot a real M mount like a rangefinder, but you know, I'm not too worried about it because at the end of the day, it's just a tool and it wouldn't really change anything about the photographs I capture. It would just be a fun thing to have because they're well-made machines. But like I said before, I've come a long way and I don't really have that much gas these days worrying about gear. Okay, let's get you guys over here. Let's wash this thing out. There's one dump, a little bit of Blix on it. You became a drafter, Roscoe, like fantasy football? Too. See, not a plot dank second. Not a plot dank second. So I'm trying to do this 7 times. And then we can photo flow it and hang it up just like last time. 3. Might be a little too hot. Four. I just watched 1 hour photo for the first time with Robin Williams. That was pretty fun. It's a pretty fun analog photographer video.
Which is the better 50mm lens? Pentax 1, 2 or Xenon 1, 1.4?
I have no idea, Roscoe. Whoa, thank you so much, Seraphin, for the $2. Dang. Bing bong. We're really doing it. We're really doing it, LoPresti Army.
Is it C41 or ECN2?
We're doing C41 today. We're getting close to running clear over here.
Happy accident. Of the Rewin pics, have you ever modified or made a camera? I recently took the paint off and polished the brass up, and added brown leatherette to an old rangefinder.
No, I've never really modified cameras before. I've tinkered with them, getting them running again. My favorite actor? I don't know. Lately, I don't really like actors that much because I feel like they're all evil people You know, they're all just professional liars. You know, Matrix is my favorite movie, so I really love Keanu Reeves, and I like Bill and Ted, so I'll say that. I'll say Keanu Reeves. Why not? I don't know, but I'm not really, you know, celebrities, actors. I feel like they're all just, you know, evil, satanic, cannibalistic pedophiles. So that's what I think about that.
What do you think about Robin Williams?
I mean, he was cool. He was cool, I guess. He was a good comedian, you know. Named his daughter Zelda, so they played Legend of Zelda, so that's cool. I used to be a gamer. Okay, let's see. And I see frame lines, at least on the middle one. Camera conspiracies. There's one thing Alexander sent me the other day about how the Yakuza ended up murdering some like higher up exec in Fujifilm. So that could be a fun story to talk about on the channel. Do one of those conspiracy things, conspiracy talking head videos. That'd be fun. I would never be allowed at a Japanese bathhouse because I have tattoo. Oh, you got tattoo, he is Yakuza! I'm doing photo flow. This is the final rinse to make sure there's no water streaks on the film. And I do one roll at a time just to save on distilled water. So I put in a couple of drops of photo flow, and then I pour in just enough distilled water to submerge the film. I have the other two rolls just waiting for their turn over here. And now I start a 30-second timer and just swish it around a bit.
Have you gotten into old video camcorders or video cameras at all? Nick, are you married?
I have not gotten that into old video cameras that much. I have a couple of them, but you know, it's just kind of a bitch to use them. You got to re-record the stuff. Like I had a video class in high school, and you would always have to record it off the tape onto your computer, which is, you know, always takes forever, and it's just a bitch to do. So I'm not really that into the whole, you know, video tape cam, DV cam scene. I have a couple of them. I have one that records right to SD card, which would be fun to use. What I really want is one of those old video power zoom parfocal lenses. That would be cool. Do a bunch of crash zooms. As far as marriage, you could say I'm common law married, maybe. I don't know if that counts. Okay, so let's see. Okay, I didn't cut the tail off this one. They look a little thin. It could just be that these are real expired.
School's out.
School's out for summer. School's out forever. Yeah, this one seems a little thin. I think Sarah shot it because this is that expired Kodak stuff. I mean, there's decent information on it. Hopefully the pictures come out good. It could be the roll. I mean, it's not the camera. I hope it's not the cams. We'll see after we look at the other two rolls from this cycle, and we'll determine if I need to go to my fresh chems. School's out for summer. School's out forever. Okay, let's get it hung up. How you doing, babe? You're tired? You tired of me streaming, or you just tired? Oh, I'm sorry. I know. It's just when I'm streaming, everything's about me. I'm so big and important. Look at me, I'm taking up the whole screen. Okay, on to the next one, guys. Let's see what we got next. What did I miss on the chat? Oh, nothing. You guys are being awfully quiet, awfully tame today. What's up with that? I don't know. What is up with that? Okay. 30 more seconds. Another roll. Another photo flow. Thinking about life.
Have you ever been to Alaska?
No, I've never left the contiguous lower 48 United States. I've never left the country.
Nick, how do you dev in heat? We've got a heat wave at the moment. Gone from highs of 50F to 100F in 2 days.
Dang. I just do it. We have the, I don't know, it's probably like 70 something degrees inside with air conditioning. We have central air. We have air conditioning in America. That's what it's all about here in Texas. Okay, it's another roll. Put the last one in the tank to soak. Let's see.
What was the most rolls you have developed in one day?
I don't know. So far we're at 6 today. Ooh, I cut a puppy frame. Poor puppy. Luckily I didn't cut him. Like we got some pictures of me and puppy. Bunch of puppy pics. Bunch of pics from the Airbnb in Berryville, New York.
I have AC too, just not in the dark room, which is like an oven.
Ooh, that sounds terrible, brother. That would make it miserable. Crack open a cold one every time you go develop them. That's what I'd do. Okay, let's go check it out. Hang it up, and we got one more. But these two have been expired, and then the other one is Ektar. So after looking at the Ektar, I'll be able to determine if the chemicals are still good. So far, I think I've done 9 rolls in them in the chems. But then I split them up, so half the chems have not been developed with. Let me go put this over here with the first batch. School's out for summer. School's out forever. You got that stuck in my head now. Let me come look in a sec, babe. So since I cut this frame in half, I'm gonna have to clamp onto the sprocket holes one more time. Like so, because I cut a little bit, there was no excess on the end of the roll to clamp down on. There we go. Now we're filling up quick. I just emptied that rack the other day. You want me to show it to them or no?
No.
Okay.
Okay, first two. Color, white.
I like the color.
So the other two.
Well, actually, I mean, I don't know. I do like how clean that is with the other
Yeah.
two, with the repetition, yeah.
Okay.
White looks good. Love you, babe. Sarah's working graphic design stuff. Okay, one more roll. And then maybe we'll call it quits. I don't know if I can do another one live. You just collect eggs?
Yeah.
How many did you get?
Only
LoPresti Army Podcast.
Oh.
Looks like you have the room to do it.
I don't know, man. I mean, I already do a bit of a podcast, the Low Pro Uncut. Have you guys not watched those podcast episodes on my channel?
What's the time there?
It's 3:45 in the afternoon, in the early evening hours. Yeah, I've done some podcast style episodes. I got to get back to doing those. It's just, I do them whenever there's like some film, photography, news or whatever. But I could do them about whatever. I have done them about whatever. Not just, current breaking news type things. Okay, so I think this is the Ektar. Oh, we got pictures of the blue whale of Katusa. There's that blue whale. I've seen in Kyle McDougall and Grainy Days videos. Yeah, Looks good. Definitely a lot more dense than those expired rolls we were just looking at. So I'm guessing those chems are still okay. Bing bong. Let's go hang this one up.
Which is your favorite country?
America is my favorite country. What's your favorite country, Ma? Mom says God's country is her favorite country. I can't hear the chat right now, just so you guys know. Hanging this up, and then I'll go grab you out of the kitchen. Bing, bong, bing, bing, bong. Well, your Ektar looks good, babe. Sarah's very excited to see all her pictures, so I might have to do a scanning live stream again soon. But then it takes me forever to scan through the pictures when I'm streaming because I'm talking to you guys. Okay, there's 6 up. Maybe I'll do another round, but I don't know if I'm going to do it live, guys. If you want me to do it live, you're going to have to donate in the chat or donate at madebylopro.com. Thank you so much to everybody, Bad Engineering, who has joined LoPresti Army during the stream. Keep a lookout for the welcoming email and all the onboarding documents and links and secret codes and stuff. Yeah, for as little as $1 a month, you get a lot of cool perks by joining LoPresti Army, like getting to skip to the front of the line of the photo critique live streams, in which there was over 100 submissions the last 2 times I did it. And I got to every single LoPresti Army member, and I barely got to any of the free submissions. So if you want to make sure your photos get seen, that's the best way to do it, by joining LoPresti Army. And you get a handwritten Christmas card sent to you no matter where you are in this world. Even if you're in Palestine, I'll try my best to send one to you, but you know, I can't be responsible for what the IDF does, guys. Greetings, my friend, from Mexico City. Thank you so much, Luis Rodolfo Corona. Oh, see you later, Bad Engineering. Appreciate you. Yeah, but America's my favorite country. Ain't no doubt about it.
Have a great day, buddy.
See ya, Max. Thanks for joining. Thanks for watching. I'm just cleaning up a little bit of stuff over here, and then, I don't know. Then maybe I'll have a little snacky poo and get back to this, but I don't know if I can keep streaming. I've already been going for 135 minutes. What's that? 2 hours is 120 minutes, so I've been going for over 2 hours. I'm not as young as I used to be. You know, I can't just go. But once you have this thing set up, that's one nice thing about this. If you guys need a film processor, if you guys shoot a lot of film, this, you know, it's worth it. I get it. I've just done 6 rolls real quick. If I wasn't talking to you guys, I probably wouldn't feel as exhausted. You know, it's pretty draining doing these live streams. So, but if I was just sitting here drinking a soda, scrolling on my phone, it would feel like nothing going through all this film, you know?
Keep shooting.
Hey, thank you so much. Shoot more, think less, guys. I gotta rinse out all this stuff, make sure I don't have any chemicals on all my plasticware.
By the way, my name is Amal Lal.
Amal Lal. Oh, Amal. What's up, Amal? Well, you got X's in there. How was I supposed to be able to tell? It looks like a Maxell. A Maxell XZ. You forgot the Y. Because I told you so. Hey! Okay, yeah, let me go sign off on this thing. See where we're at. Turn off the stream, whatever. I appreciate you guys, though. But let me know. If you guys can donate $100 really quick, I'll go ahead and do another go-around, another development cycle. That's US dollars, too. There's Puppy Cam. Okay.
6 rolls would cost about $90 at the lab I go to.
Dang, just to get developed? Jeez, man. I'm blessed to do this all myself. Yeah, it takes time. But yeah, I appreciate you guys. Remember, you know, go to, where's that light shining over there? You know, go to these links I have on screen if you want to get that processor, or just check out Reflex Lab. You can get 5% off anything you get there, including film, with my promo code LoPro. Go to my website, madebylopro.com.
Hey,
If
I
you
have
want
an
to
untested
donate
underwater
money.
flash lying around that you and re-looking for, along with a camera. Are you interested?
Maybe is it a Nikonos, like one of the SB 101, SB 102s? I still haven't gotten the batteries out of that one unit I have. I might go put it in the vice grip and try doing that. Somebody else said maybe hit it with a hair dryer for a while, see if the expansion makes it able to open up. But I haven't tried that yet, and I'd love to get that flash working because it's pretty badass. And I just feel like an idiot for leaving those batteries in there for years. Hopefully, if I get it open, it doesn't explode and I can still use it, you know. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, hit me up. DM me on Instagram, Tobias, or email me at hello@madebylopro.com. I'm starting to lose my voice, so I really do got to get off. But I appreciate you, dude. Go ahead and reach out to me. Send me some pics of it. Let me see what condition it's in. If you know, so I know what you're working with, and we'll go from there. But as always, guys, remember to shoot more, think less, and try and make analog fun again. Try to forget about, oh, what's the best film stock? What's the best lens? Just use what you got. Go out there and shoot, you know? It's supposed to be fun. Gear doesn't matter, you know. I know a lot of people can argue that it does, but it doesn't matter, guys. Just have fun with whatever you got and save that money. Don't buy portraits. Save that money and donate it at madebylopro.com, guys. Come on. Yeah, reach out to me if you are interested. Anybody here who would want to come to a LoPresti meetup, whatever, in Texas or wherever, you know, if you want to do like photo walk, portfolio review type stuff. I have a buddy that's telling me I need to do a whole workshop thing. So
Yes.
yeah, hit me, just let me know, DM me, email me and all that stuff. So I know how many people are out there that want to do that, to know if it's even feasible. And yeah, I guess that's it, guys. Just keep on shooting and be cool. And remember to say hi to your mom. Reach out to all your loved ones. That friend you haven't talked to in a while, go ahead and send the first text. Don't be a stickler about it. Everything's going to work out in the end, guys. So, bing bong. You guys rock. Thank you, Internet.
You just send me a DM. I'll send you the photos.
Why don't you send me a...
About you is that I'm from the Netherlands, so shipping costs will be expensive.
Oh yeah, I mean, that might not work out though, dude. But Tobias, yeah, send me a DM. I'll check my message requests after this. So thank you so much. You guys rock. Thank